I come to you this evening from the top of my stove. Amy, when you said you wanted us to film in a different location, I thought about all of the locations that I've filmed in my apartment, and this is like the only place I could think of that I haven't filmed in before. So, in my kitchen. And like, you can't really see it, but it's dirty because I don't like to do dishes. Window, and yeah. I'm all like crazy and backlit, so this is kind of weird. I probably look a little creepy, and it's really shaky, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm wearing a Charlie Brown shirt. It's actually a funny story about this shirt because when my mom got it, like I looked at the tag and it said like, it was like a husky size shirt, because I think it was like a children's shirt. And I was like probably 15 when she bought it for me. And I was like, Mom, because this is when I was overweight, so like I was really offended, and I was like, well, I wasn't that overweight but at this point, but like still, I was really offended, and I like never let her like live it up. Is that the expression? I never really understood that expression, so I probably use it wrong. Okay, now to get serious, because I really liked Shelby's question, as I like pretty much like anything associated to Shelby. As for the other Midwesterners, you know, I can't really say. No, I'm kidding. For my favorite charity, I would have to pick the one that's like closest to my heart, and that is Focus Fight Live, which is a nonprofit organization that isn't completely off its feet yet. It's founded by my family, and it's for people with spinal cord injuries that have suffered with paralysis as a result. And it started because my brother suffered a spinal cord injury a year and a half ago, actually, and he is now a paraplegic. And we started it like right after his accident, and we had this big Christmas like fundraiser for him so that we could raise money for his insurance. Is really good, so we didn't really need money for like medical bills, but we needed money for him to get a car so that he could, you know, eventually so that he could get it adapted. The house, his room that he lived in, he wouldn't have access to anymore, so we had to start looking into buying a new house or building a new house, and we ended up building a new one, and it's actually probably about 2 months from being completed now. And my parents finally just sold their old house, which is really exciting because it's been on the market for a year and they were getting really worried. And I'm completely going off on a tangent here because this issue kind of gets me. Okay, I'm gonna get IM sounds, I'm gonna get text messages, I'm gonna get everything to distract me from what I'm trying to say. Because it affected my brother directly, that is the most important thing to me. And since that organization isn't exactly, well, it's legitimate, but it isn't exactly like active right now, I'd have to go with the Christopher Reeves Foundation, just because that is something that matters to me on a really intimate level. I actually know for a fact that at least 2 of our viewers are paraplegics, and due to a result of similar injuries, and it's kind of mind-blowing how common it is and how frequently it happens. My brother's accident was part of it. It was a diving accident, basically, and you know, it was the same dive that he had done, you know, 1,000,000 times in a row, and the same probably dive that I've done. Like, I've scraped my chin on the bottom of the pool. He just happened to bump his head in such a way that it broke his neck. He didn't even have a bump or a scratch. Like, that is how freak accident this was. So like, anything like that can happen at any time, and it's really scary when you really think about it. And that brings me to like another topic, like on this topic, is when you see somebody in a wheelchair, like how do you react to that on an unconscious level? Because I feel like before I knew somebody personally in my life in a wheelchair, like I didn't judge, but you view them in a different way. You view them as different, which isn't fair, but I think it's human nature. I mean, you don't think about why they're in the wheelchair, you don't think about whether they've always been in the wheelchair, because my brother was really active. Like, we're talking star of the basketball team, football team, and tennis team in high school, and was active all the way up into the day. I mean, he was into snowboarding and everything, and I digress again. But you don't think about why they're in it, and as a paraplegic, he's doing a lot better now. He's really lucky for the injury that he has. He's gaining a lot of strength back, or has gained a lot of strength back, and is continuing to progress. But the tasks that are easy to us that are difficult to them, and just everything that you go through in society and in your own mind, which can be the worst part. I just want everybody to have a little more compassion and a little more understanding. And that's why I think that if this nonprofit can really take off, then that would be really beneficial Alright, I think I've probably gotten a little too serious and lost quite a few viewers, so the next order of business, Eric, as you said in your last video, congratulations on graduation. It was weird seeing you in the cap and gown. I didn't walk for my graduation, so I just wanted to know, was it weird to be in that whole getup again? Like, did you kind of feel like throwback-ish? Like, I'm pretending to be a high school graduate? I don't know. My favorite part of Christmas is something that's new. I am so excited to go home and be with my family and friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and having like enough time off of work to actually like set my priorities straight and feel like my life isn't just about my career. I'm gonna do a question and a challenge. Since I started the video kind of on a serious note, my challenge is very serious, and it's, I want you, and you don't have to talk about this in your next video or anything, because I want it to be like sincere and genuine. I want you to reach out to somebody in need of something. I want you to be truly I want you to commit a truly selfless act, you know, as part of like the Christmas season and spirit and all of that. Just in your own little way, like it doesn't matter, it could be something huge or something small, but just commit a completely selfless act. And then for the fun question, if you were any character in the High School Musical movie series, who would you be and why? If you've made it this far through this video, I just want to really say thank you for listening to me and taking in my thoughts and ideas. It's really cool to kind of like reach out and use this medium as a like more substantial, you know what I mean.